Patricia? Patricia? Patricia, wake up!
Emergency.
I need a doctor. Someone's taken an overdose. I think she's dying.
Hello?
Angie, it's me. Something terrible's happened. Patricia's taken too many sleeping tablets.
What?
Well, the doctor's with her. She's okay, but I'm really worried about her.
Oh, did she take them deliberately?
I haven't got a clue. I'm hoping the doc's able to find out. You reckon you could come over?
Well, if the doctor's there, there's nothing much I can do.
She might want to talk to you.
Well, I'm sure she does. Well, you did say she was okay.
Doesn't mean she's not sick. She was very lucky I got home when I did.
Well, did she know when to expect you?
Oh, roughly? What are you getting at?
Well, can't you see what she's doing, John? She's trying to get attention. Make people feel sorry for her. If I come over now, I'll be doing exactly what she wants me to do.
She's sick, Angie. You haven't been with her, you don't know.
I can guess.
Can I speak to him?
Yeah, be my guest.
Angie.
Mother's taken sleeping pills.
That's what I thought. John?
Susie, can you get through to her? It's Patricia.
She told me. What's the doctor say?
Well, he's still with her. I don't know what to do, Susie.
Would you like me to come over?
Would you mind? And see if you can change Angie's mind.
Don't fancy my chances. Be there in 15 minutes.
Right.
That's what I thought.
I know why Angie feels the way she does. I know there's every reason to think Patricia's stacking on a turn, but she's wrong this time.
Okay, take it easy. As long as you know you're right, that's all that really matters. What did the doctor say?
He's fairly sure she wasn't trying anything silly, but he reckoned the fact that she didn't know how many tablets she'd taken makes it a bit risky. Like she's, well, disturbed.
He's afraid she might do it again. Has he suggested a clinic?
Yeah. He said she didn't know how many tablets she'd taken, but must have been about 8. Not all at once. I reckon she was lucky to be alive.
What do you want to do?
He wants me to make up my mind about the clinic by the morning. I can't leave her alone tonight. I'm supposed to pick up Jill at the airport.
Okay, take it easy.
You think you could pick her up?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you get out of the house for the night, give your nerves a rest? I'll stay here and look after Patricia. I'm better qualified than you anyway.
Yeah, but if she wakes up, she'll expect me to be here.
John, if she's the way it sounds, it's not going to matter, believe me. As long as there's someone here for her to talk to, that's all that's really going to matter. Truly.
Did want to spend the first night with Jill.
Then go. If you don't get out of the place soon, you're going to make yourself sick.
Thanks, sis.
Go on and drive carefully.
Oh, it's great. Gee, if the inside's as good as the outside, I reckon you should take up flat hunting on the side.
Mum helped me.
Shops are just around there.
Yep, only 10 minutes walk to the beach, too.
Without the hills.
Yeah. Well, let's see what you think of the inside.
Hang on. I'm really glad I'm here with you.
So am I.
You right?
Oh. The view on the other side.
Ah. Gee.
Oh, don't tell me the blasted electricity hasn't been connected. I knew it had to be done in a rush, but I told them you needed it for tonight. I give up.
Oh, don't panic. Nothing a telephone call won't...
Yeah, it should have been done. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, don't worry about it. You never know what we might find. Oh, look. There we are. Saved. Do you want to let Planny out of the box? Let's see what a new home's like.
Sure.
I reckon I'm going to like it here.
Didn't make the wrong choice.
No way. Glad there's a bit of room so I can do what I want to it.
Won't take me long.
I'll have to get a job quick, Smart. Need the money to pay the rent. What do you reckon, Planny?
Hey, look, don't panic about the rent. What I mean is, until you get a job, I can tide you over. After all, you're the one who's had to make the move.
I'm not going to get funny about it if that's what you're worrying about. I know I've done the right thing for both of us. Gee, it's nice to know I've got a shoulder to lean on. About the only thing I'm going to miss is my little car. At least I know it's in good hands with Fiona.
What?
She bought it from me.
You're kidding. Poor thing won't know what hit it.
Oh, driving's getting better, you know. She's not much worse than me now. Still, I won't have to worry about driving anymore. I'm going to be chauffeured around in your BMW.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start you worrying again.
It's hard not to. Patricia going off the deep end. Dad acting strange. You won't believe how glad I am you're here.
You'll get through it.
It's breakfast. I ought to get up for breakfast.
We'll bring your tray up in a minute.
Oh, no. I'd like to have a little walk. I might even go into the garden later.
The doctor said you should stay in bed.
Oh, I don't care what he says.
He did come up with a very good idea, actually. Somewhere for you to go for a few days where they can look after you properly.
A rest home, is that what you're talking about?
Just till you get your strength back.
Don't you want me around anymore?
Yes, of course I do.
Yesterday was an accident, John. It really was. It won't happen again, I promise. Please don't send me away from my home.
You will have to help yourself.
I will. Oh, I will, I promise.
Okay. He's still downstairs. I'll talk to him.
She seems very confused at times about where she is.
She's a very confused woman. The tablets I put her on will cause a bit of disorientation.
I've talked with my mother. She'll stay here.
Your decision.
I'll have to organise some leave without pay. Stay home until she's okay.
Seems a pity your work has to suffer.
She's going to be a handful for you.
I don't know it.
I'll tell you what. I'm on holidays. Why don't I stay here for a few days and look after her? Then you won't have to stop working.
I couldn't ask you to do that.
I'm offering, okay? I'm sure Rob and Angela wouldn't mind either. Give them time to themselves.
Having a trained nurse around will be a big help.
I don't want to put you out, Suze.
I think it'd be very silly if you say no.
She should pick up in a few days, shouldn't she?
Who knows? It'll certainly be faster with professional care.
Okay, thanks, Suze. I promise I'll pay you back.
Oh, I haven't got much time for Patricia. I can't see you left in the lurch.
The little woman's where she belongs, in the kitchen.
That was great. Hi, I'll be with you in 2 ticks. Welcome to Melbourne.
Thanks. I'm just dropping over a present for Dominique from Fiona.
How is she?
Fiona? Oh, she's fine. Where is your gorgeous daughter?
She's sleeping.
At this hour of the morning?
Well, we were up playing Ring of Rosie at 4 a.m.
You can get sucked in, can't you?
He's not the only one.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. She's spoiling Dominique rotten. Oh. Isn't it cute? She'll love it.
Yeah, it's great. I have to give Fiona a call later on and thank her.
Oh, she'll like that. Listen, you will keep her posted about how Dominique's going. She found it pretty hard giving her up.
Yeah, we were getting a bit suspicious there for a moment. Thought she might want to keep her for herself.
Well, she did, sort of. But don't blame her. She really enjoyed looking after her. I think she gets lonely.
That morning we left Dominique with her. The kid was well enough to travel, wasn't she?
She just wanted to make it last longer.
Thought so.
Still, you mightn't have Domini if it hadn't been for Fiona.
Oh,
You owe her a lot.
don't worry about it. We wouldn't get heavy with her.
Oh, no. Be silly. It's only fair that she sees her whenever she can. The kid really loves her.
Anyway, she's got something else to occupy now. She bought my car. You can imagine what that's going to be like.
Fiona Thompson. Hello? Who's there? Look, it's far too early in the morning for crank calls. Either speak up or hang up.
It's Kerry.
Oh, Carrie, darling. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Fine. Is Domini still with you?
No. She's gone down to Melbourne with Andrew and Rob.
Oh, still she's better off with them.
And you're all right?
Yeah, great. Really great. Letting Rob have Domini was one of the best things I ever did.
Now, how are you placed for time? Would you like to pop over and see me?
Oh, that'd be nice. When?
Oh, there's no time like the present. I'll have the coffee pot on for you. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, broken down already.
Nah, just having a clean. You got nothing to do.
No, just the opposite. I got a roster change. Sydney trip. I was wondering if you could give me a few tips on the best route into the city itself.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you some maps.
I've got them.
Okay, well, this should include a list of the good places to stop at, too. Some of that food's lousy.
Like the old days with Beryl, eh?
You're lucky you got a Sydney trip. After my next Adelaide, all I've got is medium and short hauls. I suppose that's my problem now that I'm independent.
Yeah, well, anyone home?
Two of the sexiest men in town.
Oh, you've got tickets on yourself, haven't you?
No wonder the way you keep following me around.
Is Beryl home?
I love you, mister.
Oh, damn. I wanted to thank her for helping John find me a flat.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm really pleased with it. Needs a bit more furniture. Actually, I just saw some really nice stuff in a second-hand place down the road. They won't deliver for a few days, though.
Sounds like you need a truck.
Would help.
Looks like you got yourself a job. Mine's in bits.
Listen, I might be green, but I know how long it'll take to put that back together. He's only been playing with it.
Oh.
Yeah? You can help.
No, sorry, I can't. I've got some messages to take back to Angie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, true. You believe me, don't you?
No.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Oh, go on. We can do without you.
Now, you talk for yourself. Go on, nick off. I'll give you the comfort on the trip later.
Okay. Enjoy your shopping.
Bye. I hope it is all right.
Hey, of course. It'll only take me 10 minutes to pull all this back.
Oh, I'll give you a hand.
That wasn't bad for a make-up meal, if I say so myself.
Better than I could do.
Would you like some more?
Oh, no, thanks. Oh, better think of moving, I suppose.
I'll leave that. Yeah, I guess you got things to do.
Oh, Fiona, I've been lying to you.
Thought so. All that business during lunch about how wonderful life is.
I haven't got a job, and the place I'm staying's awful.
Have you been looking for work?
I thought it'd be easier without Domini to look after, but it's no different. The only one I've been offered, the owner of the place made it clear I'd have to cooperate if I wanted to keep it.
Sit down.
When I left her, I thought it might be easier to find someone without a kid to scare them off. But I just can't seem to talk to people. And when I do, I can't help but tell them about Domini. I miss her so much.
I know how you must feel. That's why you dropped past here, on the off chance you might see her.
Yes.
If you haven't got a job, how are you managing to pay the rent?
Oh, I'm still collecting the single mother's benefit. I'm not entitled to it, but I haven't got anything else.
Well, if you like, I could make a few inquiries, about your situation. You might be entitled to something, you never know.
No, don't think so.
No harm in asking. Where can I contact you?
Oh, there's no phone.
Oh. Well, what's the address?
I can't remember.
Will you promise to contact me, then, early next week?
promise.
Now, make sure you do. And if you don't get an answer first time, try again. You'll always get me first thing in the morning, even if you do wake me up.
I will. And thanks, Fiona. I just feel I can't do anything to help myself, and I am trying.
We all need a little bit of help sometimes.
There we go. Lucky last.
Oh, thanks. Just put it there. Oh, I reckon I look good, don't you?
Well, I'd better agree, otherwise you'd have me taking them out. So. No, beaut.
Oh, Planny, don't tell me I forgot about you again. Reckon it's time you should stretch your legs, eh? Go on, out you go.
I better go too.
Oh, it'll be nice to tell John how you helped me. Well, you know, he's been worried about you.
He talked to you about me?
Look, I know it's hard with the Mrs. Hamilton thing and everything, but he doesn't know what he's done.
John's very loyal to his mother, which is understandable, but I can't agree with him. So it's very hard to get on the same wavelength. But I do care for him, Jill.
That's what I told him.
Well, I'm glad for his sake that you're down here. He needs someone to give him a bit of a boost. You, obviously know about the situation with Patricia. What's the story?
Oh, it's not good. John's positive she's having a nervous breakdown.
Thanks, Doctor.
I'll call again in the morning. Goodbye, Mrs. Hamilton. I can see myself out.
Thank you. He seems a very pleasant man. Do you want to stay out for a little bit longer?
I really should never have told him.
Perhaps you should do what the doctor said and go back to bed.
Shouldn't have told him. Nobody knew.
What shouldn't you have said? Who are you talking about? Do you want to talk about it?
It would have been much better to have kept it to myself. Shouldn't have had the party without me.
Which party, Angela and John's?
John. David knows I'll lose him.
Do you want me to get John to come home?
I'll lose him. I should never have gone to the party. It's too late. David knows and I'll lose him. I don't want to lose John. Please don't let me lose him.
It's okay. I'll ring John and tell you what
Please
to do.
don't let me lose him.
It's good of Susie to be helping out, but I was useless at work. Couldn't concentrate. Perhaps I should have taken time off.
Well, at least it gets you out of the house. I reckon I'd stick with Susie helping.
Just don't know what's going to happen. Dad acting strangely. Me not being able to stick to my work. Patricia the way she is.
Oh, it's going to do you more harm than good going over and over it. I told you the way your dad was with me. He really does care, I know it. It's just that when it comes to your mother, he can't agree with you, that's all.
No, there's more to it than that. There has to be. He's being funny with Angie, too. Oh, I'd better get going. Your phone's not connected yet, is it?
No, they said a day or so.
Yeah, I better not leave Susie too long by herself.
And don't let it get you down. You're not the only one with problems.
What's wrong?
Well, I took Clancy out for a walk and she dug up the garden. The caretaker caught her at it and she said there's no pets allowed in the building and I'll have to get rid of her. She's given me 24 hours. Oh, it's not funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I think the problems I've got, I wish they were as simple as that.
Oh, terrific. It's not funny for me. I happen to love this cat and if you're going to laugh about it, you can go home. Go on. We'll see you tomorrow night.
I tried about 8 times to get you at work, but nobody could find you.
But what's so urgent? Something happened to her?
No, she's sleeping. But after the doctor left, she started acting really strangely. Kept going on about losing you.
She say anything else?
Something about not telling Dad something. The thing was, she was getting really freaked out about it. I thought if you were here, maybe she'd talk to you. When I couldn't get you, I rang the doctor and he told me to sedate her. That's why she's sleeping now.
It's strange. Sort of fits in with a few things she was saying when they were bringing her around last night. Can't really get anything out of her. There's only one way to find out what the hell's going on. I'll have to tackle Dad. Dad, you here?
Saw you coming up the path.
You by yourself?
Beryl's having a shower, getting ready for work.
I want to know what's going on. Something must be the way you've been acting.
Just got a few things on the plate.
Patricia's been saying some pretty strange things. It all gets back to you.
Jill said she wasn't too good.
Dad, it hasn't been right since the night of the party. I want to know why. Dad, we've been through some pretty rough times, but we got through them. Please, let's not get back to the way it was a couple of years ago.
The night of the party, Patricia arrived. We had a pretty big row outside. Now, to get even with me, she told me I wasn't yours or Angela's father. The worst part about it is, son, it's true.
So first he finds out that his mother isn't his mother, and now that his father isn't his father. All he needs now is to find out that Angie isn't really his twin, and they can get back to what they wanted when the story began. Lindsay Nance on Peter Phelps.
But he was a sweetie pie. The only thing about him was that he really had no acting lessons. They just plucked him off a beach and put him in this show. And of course, when he went at rehearsals, he'd go out for lunch, and he'd come back with 12 schoolgirls screaming down the road after him at least. And this was a quiet little suburb. No, he also won, well, not an Emmy, but the Australian equivalent a couple of years ago in a very good episode of a series called GP, where he was raped by his best man before a wedding. And his acting was absolutely outstanding. So over the years, he's become a much, much better actor. But in those days, I used to cringe.
More Monday, 1:30.